All right, so my grandson has these little shorts. I don't think they've ever been worn, but his mom wanted to know, could we help sew one of these buttons back on? And you can see this is where it used to be because it's got a little mark there. They're kind of cute, but they look so brand new. I don't think they've ever been worn. But anyway, I'm gonna sew a button on. So I got my little tackle box of sewing stuff here. And of course, I can't do anything without my glasses because you gotta be able to see, right? And that's the way it works. Looks like they just used white thread for these. And I've already got my needle pre-started. This is one of the reasons, I've talked about this before, but this is one of the reasons that I have this. Why can't I pick it up? I have it preloaded on the little needle starter thing. I guess that's gonna be the official name of it, the needle starter. All right, get my sewing scissors and some white thread. That'll work. Don't I have a white thread already started? I guess not. Maybe it's, nope, that's pink. That's a pinkish white. It's not white, this is white. But anyhow, sometimes when they start these, they start them in a weird place. And I don't like how rough it is, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the end of that. And extend me some out, full arm's length. Do you need that much? Probably not. But that's what I tend to go with on a regular basis. Because if it ain't broke, do it the same way, right? It's always better to have more and not need it. All right. I've got it started. Let me get to where it evens out with the other one. All right, just lick my fingers, have the thread wet, wrap it around my finger, twist it back and forth, and then pull it until I get my little knot. See my little knot? All right. Now, since we're doing the button on the outside, you want to look at your button. Sometimes buttons are curved, just slightly. This one's not. This one's just flat on both sides. But if it is, you always want to make sure that you're kind of approaching it the right way, so you don't accidentally start it messed up. Now this one already has holes where this button was supposed to be, even though it's missing thread. So I'm just going to go ahead and start it from the inside, and then I'm going to use the original hole both directions to kind of get this thing started. And then we're just going to sew that for a while. All right. All right, now I've sewn a bit on there. Now, I remember doing this when I was in home ec. You want to come up from behind it a little bit, near where the base of the button is. Come out and wrap it around the button a few times. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, let's just make it 10. Okay, and then we're going to go back inside the fabric to secure it. What that does is it allows the button to have a little bit of clearance away from the fabric, so that when you go to actually use the button, it's not like firm up against the fabric. And I'm gonna go through one more time across the top, and then from the inside I'm gonna start my knot. So I'm just gonna gather up a little bit of fabric here, come through. I'm not going through the whole thing, just the inside. And then once I get to where I have a loop, I'm gonna fit through here to tie it off. And we'll do that a couple of times just to make sure that doesn't go anywhere. And you can do a double pull, double loop through it if you're so inclined. And I think I'll do that on this one. So I just wrap the thread around my needle, go through the hole, and then pull it tight. And then that's not going anywhere. Now I can cut it. And that button's good as new. All right, cool deal. Thanks for watching.